Collection of athletes, well coached. You saw they had us on our heels at the end. They found a kink. We don't have many kinks defensively, and they found something in the empty with the quarterback runs. And it took us a while to solve that. Just proud of the way that our kids just continued to fight. We asked them at halftime to give us an effort that no one's seen before, and that's what they did. Special teams is how we built this program, and special teams gives us, another state championship.
Coach, can you kind of go over what happened this morning, the whole situation?
Right. So, we haven't had much. I think the players could attest to this. Any itinerary we've had in 2021 has never held up. I always tell Coach Monica, good thing he retired because this would have drove him insane. As somebody who was every minute was planned. It started out obviously we with Ida and whatnot, but as early as today, we had 3 charter buses to travel to the state championship. Those charter buses were gridlocked on I-10. On their way to get us stuck at mile marker 215. Not very far from Laplace, but stuck. So, plan B, which we didn't have a plan B, but we created one. We took the top 35 players. We loaded the one school bus that we do have at St. Charles Catholic. One of my coaches drove it. And then I really thought at that point that at some point the charter buses would break through and pick up the rest of the team. Well, that just didn't happen. I don't know what time that thing ended up opening up. So before you know it, we had the carpool here like Little League. We had 65 players, and we had parents and coaches and friends of the family finding a way to get them here, and blessed that all of them got here safely. All of them got here in time for the football game. But for our kids, they've just never wavered through all of this stuff. Through Ida, and I think taught them so much how to deal with adversity and realizing how quickly something can get taken away from you. And they've just been phenomenal all year, and nothing. They've had no panic all year, and that's why I felt confident at the end. I wasn't afraid to punt and let the defense play, and I felt like if we could make them punt, we'd have an opportunity to either block it or be in Carter Chauvin's range to get a game-winning field goal. And it's been that type of year.
3 years ago, you went against the coach. It seemed like, and I really said to myself, familiarity from the guys against this team. And it seemed like that experience really prepared you as a first-year coach against LCA. And it showed today, especially what a year did. A difference makes the way the defense played last season to this year and how you slow down LCA.
Well, I think that's right. We feel this about ourselves. Until you play LCA, you really don't know what you're getting into. The film doesn't do them justice, in my opinion. And we kind of got that happened in 2019, and they were extremely good, and so were we. And they kind of took over, and we were on our heels. And then last year, the game couldn't have started any worse. But we hung on and had a chance to win in the end. And we knew that was the type of game that we had to win. I was not naive to think that when we were up 14-0 that this thing was about to get away and we were going to walk away easily. I was disappointed because I think some of our kids kind of did at one point. And then next thing you know, we were kind of battling for our lives. But we had great composure. Coach Monica prepared me. I'm so blessed that, before I took over in a baseball job, I had 10 years under someone. Before I took over this job, I had 17 years under someone. I've never just wanted to be a head coach. I wanted to be prepared, and as well prepared as I thought I was not prepared for Ida. I was not prepared for those type of bus situations, although he always did teach me the most nerve-wracking thing is buses on game day, and he's been right. So I do think you're right, the familiarity between both teams. We know each other. I said this last with Ed on Thursday. I think it's a rivalry. It's a clean rivalry. Both teams really respect one another. It's not a dirty game. It's 2 physical teams. You saw after the game the mutual respect between the 2 teams. I think they're a great program, and they're just getting started, and I hope the same for us.
Hey, Kyle, can you talk about your defense and special teams? Stepped up big time to help your offense out. Talk about how the whole team game for y'all today.
Well, during practice, we all just make sure we stay up on each other and pick each other like brothers up. So that really helped us through the game because whenever we get down, we just make sure we keep each other's backs.
You guys blocked 2 punts, and then that snap. Did you recover it for the touchdown?
Yes, sir.
Could you kind of describe everything you saw, like on that play, leading before the snap and everything?
Yeah, before that play, I was telling like all of my teammates that was on the field like we need to block this punt because we need to do this for like our brothers. But going back to what I was saying, and when I saw the ball just hand out, I was like, this is my opportunity to like help my brothers out and do this for them.
And then you blocked the punt as well. You guys are so known for defense, but could you kind of describe the impact that special teams really had today with those blocks, the field goals, and everything else?
Well, you know, special teams, we really make sure we work on them because like that's part of our strongest part of the defense with a team, and we just make sure like we get everything done right.
Also knew winning this game was going to have to be big on special teams because they're a good offense and good defense, so that's what we're good on, special teams.
This is a question all three of you can answer, though one of you guys can answer it. You only have one clean game jersey this year from the Hurricane game, and 70% of you aren't even in your own beds yet. Truly, just what does it mean to get a win like this, given the year you all have had?
For me, this has been my lifelong dream since I was 5. So to lose to the same team 2 times in a row and finally get that win is amazing for me.
I would say with same jersey. Remember last time we wore these jerseys was against EA. We had a tough loss, and Coach Monica never let us wear these jerseys again. So first year for Coach Wayne, he lets us wear black, so we just wore the whole season. And plus we didn't have any other jerseys, so we just rode with it.
For you, the coach mentioned last year's game didn't get off to a great start, 80-yard touchdown at the beginning. How nice was it to have the beginning that you did? You forced the fumble. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, we knew that we couldn't let no big plays happen. We knew from last week's game against Notre Dame they hit us with a big shot, and if you watched last year too, we was expecting it. So we get on the field, we telling our DBs no big plays, no big plays. We got to keep everything to a minimum, and as long as we keep them from making a first down, you see what we can do.